Have you guys been watching Under the Dome?
I haven't. I saw the advert for it, and I meant to catch it, but it's not really. With all the else that I'm watching, it kind of slipped under the radar.
It's hard. You slipped under the dome of all the programs you've been watching. But like, there's so many good things out at the moment. It's really tough. Like I'm watching Breaking Bad and Dexter, and I'm watching them, and then it's Game of Thrones, and alongside American Horror Story, and Under the Dome as well. It's so tough. It's too much.
I'm the same as Sam. Sorry, after watching Breaking Bad, I'm going to be watching Game of Thrones as well, and then also promised a friend I'll be watching some Fringe. So it's like, I'm
not complaining about all the good TV that's out there.
I know, it's amazing.
It's so tough. There's not enough hours in the day.
I know.
I think the problem for me is because there's things like Game of Thrones don't appeal to me, really. But aside from that, I found things like Bullshit, which are older shows, but I haven't seen before. I haven't seen in a long time that I've started to catch up on. One of which I was quite sad to see there was only one season of it, but it's called John Doe. I don't know if anyone's heard of it.
No.
It's one of the actors from Prison Break.
Who? I love Prison Break.
Not the one.
Not Wentworth Miller.
Not the one that gets all the tattoos.
No. Okay. His brother.
His brother, yeah.
His brother was cool.
The more built.
Butch, yeah.
He plays the main character, the title character, John Doe. He's basically the.
Link.
The idea is his character was dropped. He woke up on an island, with no memory of who he was or where he came from, and he then kind of went back to America, and they had no records of him. They checked dental and fingerprints. They couldn't find him, so whoever he was, he became John Doe. Whoever he was must have been fairly clean living. But the weird thing is that he knows everything about everything.
Identity.
You could say to him like, who wrote this, and he would tell you, and he turns it to his advantage, and he works for the police. He kind of does like a Sherlock Holmes kind of thing with the police, and he works with them, and advises them on cases, and they'll go in they use him as basically a human database. They go, we got these paint chips from this car, and he goes, it's moss green from the Ford. It was used on these 3 models. There are this many in New York City.
So he wakes up knowing everything, but just not who he is.
The only thing he doesn't know is his own identity. And it is weird. And he's got a metal chip in his chest. He's got something metal in his chest, which he doesn't know where it came from, what it is, but it's something to do with all the knowledge he has. And there's one episode, I've seen all of season 1 because I watched it when it first came out and thought there was more to come, but there hasn't been, which is sad because it leaves it open, frustratingly open. But there's an episode, I think it's 3 or 4 episodes from the last one. He gets struck by lightning because of the metal thing in his chest.
Yeah.
And the other thing is he's colourblind.
Okay.
It's another one of those weird things that kind of tied in with it all, that they don't know why he's colourblind. But he gets struck by lightning, he loses all the knowledge, but he can see in colour again. And at this point he's involved in a case, but he's not letting on that he doesn't know everything anymore. And the case that this is really interesting because it's someone copycatting Jack the Ripper.
Ooh.
And it's
actually killing prostitutes.
It flips it kind of in reverse. It's 2 ex-prostitutes killing the Johns that go to prostitutes.
Okay, right. This is it's a modernisation.
It's a very good show, and it's a fantastic acting in it, and I love the characters. But it just annoys me. There's only 1 series because.
Why was there only one? It's just they
planned
for 1 series.
No, they planned to do more. I think it was cancelled. I think they just went.
What channel? Do you know what channel it was on? What sort of things?
No, I remember watching it on Channel 5 and it was over here, but I don't know what it came out on originally. But it's definitely one to look. I mean, you will end up at the end of series 1 just going. 1
season's short enough that it's kind of give it a go.
Yeah, you'll end up if you like it, you'll end up at the end just going, damn, there should be more. If you don't like it, you go, well, that's 25 episodes and never going to get back. But it's definitely worth a watch, I think.
Have either of you seen Black Mirror?
Yes, both series.
Oh, have you not seen it? It's
a
series of
Charlie
Channel 4.
Brooker.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It's amazing. It's 2 seasons, and they're individual stories, each one.
Hour and a
And all
half
in-
episode.
Hour and
isn't
a
it?
half, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think they were feature length.
I've seen
and-
adverts about it, but I know what it
The
is.
story was incredible. There was one where everyone would have a chip in their head, and you could rewind, and it stores all your memories. So I could come in and be like, "Hey Mark, this really cool thing happened on the way here," and you go, "What's that?" And then I could display it on the wall, and I could show you. And obviously, it's about how that affected a particular relationship, and obviously trust and those kind of issues. And there was one at the end which was incredible. I think it was the second to last one, where there was this girl who wakes up. She's the girl from Being Human. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she's very, very good.
I know the one you're about.
She wakes up in this chair, and she's surrounded by pills, and she's got like a really sore head. She doesn't understand what's happened, and she gets up and walks outside, and everyone's recording her on their phones, their camera phones, but no one's talking to her, and they're following her around, recording her, just not saying a word. And then she ends up getting chased by somebody with a gun. And it's just the weirdest, freakiest experience. Like, I was sitting there thinking, am I watching Wicker Man or something? It was very weird, but the stories are so intelligent. They're so different and smart.
And they all have a message behind them.
Yeah, they're very political, actually, aren't they?
Is it, can you definitely tell it's made by Charlie Brooker because he's
Oh,
very...
Yeah, I didn't respect him, but he went under the radar for me. I didn't really care about him. I respect him a lot now because he is an incredible
Have you ever seen
writer.
any of his games wipes or screens wipes and that sort of thing? They're very good.
I've always liked him. I've always watched things like that. And,
No, I did as well.
So there was one that he did about the Prime Minister of England.
It's the first episode.
Yeah, the princess, one of the royal family gets kidnapped, and they say, we won't return him unless the Prime Minister fucks a pig live on telly. And it's it's a look at kind of the mob mentality, essentially, of what it is, and it's kind of a stab at the way that people watch anything nowadays.
Yeah.
And that once it's on TV, it's kind of you forget that it's a person, and you just want to see it happen.
It's the idea of this person's going to die unless you do something, and it's like she dies or you humiliate yourself. And it's
and the amount of people that will watch that humiliation and forget that someone's being humiliated, forget that the act itself is vile and wrong, and will just watch it because it's someone up higher than you doing that.
They all said that he should do it. He should do it, and then.
But kind of the motives weren't purist as he should do it because she's in trouble. He should do it because we want to see it.
Yeah, it's.
Kind of reminds me of the whole sort of gladiator kind of thing. We've got the people killing each other, and it's like they want to see someone die, and that sort of thing.
It's very hard. I mean, the boundaries have been pushed now. Like, where else is there to go? Like, people aren't shocked by anything anymore because we've seen nearly everything on TV. So
I'd say
be shocked.
A good couple of episodes of Black Mirror did really hit home with me. Some of them did really get
The game show one was really good.
The game show one, where they're all living kind of the utopia ish thing, which you have to be keeping fit, doing your own little cubicles, you go and you work out and you eat healthy and you have to be fit, and if you drop to a certain weight, you go balloon out to a certain weight, you become the lesser person. Yeah. And you have to clean up after everyone else, and you're kind of driven out of utopia.
Earn credits, earn money by being on like an exercise bike and exercising, and they spend some of that money in they've got a vending machine for their lunch, and you get apples and things like that. And
you can save up for a golden ticket to go on. Kind of inspired by Britain's Got Talent, the X Factor kind of thing.
That kind of terrible.
And if you win on that, there's kind of 3 weeks you can go down, and you go to the surface, which is the surface of the earth, and that's kind of where all the top level people live.
Freedom. And
everyone's working towards getting that and being free from it all. And a lot of it gets you. I think the one that you mentioned with the iron plant, that got me because of...
So smart.
And just the way that it was looking at relationships, and the fact that... Because it was fairly obvious what was going on. And the fact that he was obsessing about it and going over and over and over it, and what he eventually had to do to stop himself obsessing. It does get you quite hard, because it does kind of point out, as much as people say want more technology, and want more stuff like this,
destroy you, I
it
think.
could very well destroy you and be the end of you. Brought that down.
No, like.
No, I'm the same as
it's
Sam.
amazing.
I want to start watching the new Sherlock show because I'm a huge fan of Benedict Cumberbatch. I saw my mum was watching some of it, and I used to watch some of the like clips of it. It looked really good, so I would definitely want
Oh,
to
it is
get into
good.
that.
I have seen it as
It's
well.
gonna be awesome. The new advert. You need to see it if you haven't. Honestly.
Then again, I'm a huge Benedict Cumberbatch fan, but after him in Star Trek was amazing. In
Awesome.
Star Trek,
I love him.
can't wait for him playing as the guy who made the WikiLeaks.
Who's the guy that played Spock in the new one? What's his name?
Zachary Quinto.
He is in American Horror Story for at least one episode.
Really?
Yeah, I was
That's
very
pretty cool.
surprised. I was very excited. But I think we should probably start to wrap it up 'cause I think we've talked for quite a while.
We have,
Which is
yeah.
such a shame because we could talk about this for ages. But let us know what programmes you're watching and let us know your opinions on the ones that we've talked about down below.
Yeah.
Leave us your comments and stuff. You can moan about what we said or whatever. And just, give us feedback. It'd be awesome.
Yep. Cheers,
And
guys.
subscribe. Cheers, guys.
Subscribe.
That's Sam.
Thanks. That's Kier.
Mark.
And we're GEEKAMANIA. See you
Bye,
next
guys.
time.